Hello, Leos. Welcome to your love reading for May 2020. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My info is below. Just send me an email and we can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Leo's love May 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe, closer to the divine for their greater good? Any messages you have for Leo in regards to love energies for May 2020 would be appreciated, and we thank you. Okay, energies that Leo has passed out of prior to May. We have the moon. Yes, the moon. I'm sorry. Sometimes, I look at the image and then I'm looking at the Roman numerals. This just has Roman numerals on it. So yes, it is a moon. I will be leaving a link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, an ex, a soon-to-be ex, and in that spread, I will also include something you do not know about them in addition to whether they are seeing somebody at this time. Okay, 10 of Hearts in reversed for energies to expect for May. Also check out my 2020 Sun Moon readings that are on my playlists. My 2019s are in there. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Always appreciated. Last card that was pulled, the 4 of Acorns in the upright. I usually try to stay I call the cards out respective to the suit that I'm working on. The suit that I'm working with, the suit of cards, the suit of the deck of cards I'm working on, okay? But for your purposes, the hearts are usually cups, acorns, wands, and well, the moon card, we don't really need to get into that. All right, so, well, we do, but I'm sorry. It's literally first thing in the morning, and I'm like, blah, 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 my mouth is trying to catch up to my mind. Okay, so we're starting off with the moon card here. It's interesting because I'm seeing here, and these are the energies prior to May. So I'm seeing, this sweet little couple and him kind of talking to her. And I almost feel like this sense of, we don't really know what this relationship is, okay? The moon card can be confusing, needing to kind of trust your intuition and internal workings to kind of guide you through it. So I feel like for some of you might be in a relationship and you don't really know where it's going, what it's about, anything in regards to that. Now, it's kind of crazy because this lobster's sort of crawling out of the water and their backs are turned to it. So, to me, I'm kind of getting, you might not know the hidden dangers in this relationship, or you might not know this person's underbelly or their dark side or what have you. So for right now, you're just kind of taking it for what it is, listening to what they have to say. They're probably putting their best face forward, so to speak. And like I said, just kind of trusting your intuition in regards to where this is going to go. That is the card of Pisces, if that resonates. Now, and I hate to be the person that's like the bearer of bad news, but I think as this thing progresses and moves on, we find out that the two of you do not have similar backgrounds. The families are not going to mesh. You guys don't have enough in common, or what you believe in, your belief system, core belief system, or whatever's off. There's just values that are clashing. So I don't think that this necessarily ends up working for the long term or just in general. Maybe you guys argue, kind of snip at each other, and I really feel like you're seeing, this isn't going to work. This isn't the person that I want to raise a family with, that I want to live with, any of that. And it's just kind of coming clear. So over here, using your intuition, and here is where I feel like things are coming to the surface, where the core things, the foundation of what you need for a relationship is amiss, okay? And you don't feel like you can build a foundation with this person. So the 4 of Wands kind of indicates to me that you leave this and now you're in a pursuit of, and I should say 4 of Acorns because I said I was going to stick to the suits of the deck, that you're in pursuit of what you want. Okay, so this wasn't it. You gave it a good college try. It didn't work out. So you were back to, okay, I'm not holding out for anything other than this fairy tale. So I really need to have this relationship, this beginning, this person that gives me butterflies. We have everything in common. I'm holding out for somebody that I can put roots down with, someone I want to move in with, someone I want to get engaged to. So I feel like coming out of this, you've really had a perspective in regards to what you want, and you're really kind of focused on what you want. You're not going to settle for anything less. Now, I will say with you, Leos, and I think some of you are going to admit that you know that you do this, especially if your moon is in Venus, or wait, if Leo is in your moon or Leo is in your Venus, or in addition to your sun, you guys are in love with being in love. So you're forever romantics, and you're always holding out for that fairy tale, that romanticism and what have you. And I feel like that some of you might kind of fall into that trap where, you know, that whole notion of the fairy tale and the romance and everything like that. And a lot of times when the work comes in, you guys kind of check out. You're like, wait, this isn't what I signed up for. It's supposed to be like this all the time, you know? So just be careful of that you're not setting yourself up for that. So why is the moon card here in the upright for Leo's energies prior to May, love energies prior to May? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why are you showing us the moon card in the upright energies prior to May? Okay, and I feel like you ended a cycle in regards to another relationship. So you're exploring and you're ready to kind of, you know, see someone else, start something else with somebody else. So I feel like you came out of a relationship, you wrapped that up, you had closure. Now you're like, okay, what's available to me? What's out there? And you might have made a connection with this person here prior to May, and you're exploring that. But King of Swords in reverse kind of leads me to believe that I don't feel like you really trust this person. You're already starting to feel like you can't trust this person. Like there's dishonesty. What they're kind of, you know, showing you may not be who they kind of really are. You also kind of feel like they're talking a good game. So, or that they're playing mind games to kind of get you on their side. And this is kind of unsettling to you. They're trying to convince you of being in a relationship with you. And I just keep on going back to this card because I see him doing the talking and her doing the listening. And it's almost like he's convincing her that the moon's made of cheese or something like that. And she's just kind of sitting quietly like, oh, you think so? But I think internally, you know, something is amiss with this person. And the Three of Wands in reverse indicates to me, if you kind of continue to stay with this person, they're going to limit you in regards to other opportunities that are out there. They're kind of holding you back from other people that are out there. But I feel like you still remained in it until May, because May is where I think it really kind of hits home that this is not the person for you. I think that you were considering them as a suitor until it kind of played itself out. I think in May you're kind of done with them. Why is the Ten of Hearts here in reverse for Leos? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. And I mean, like I said, it just, you know, this is where I feel like initially you were attracted, then things start seeping in, and then you guys start arguing more than you should have, having these differences, and it just ends up being more work than anything else. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the Four of Wands again in the upright. So basically with this Queen of Pentacles, you don't want to be around this person. You'd rather just stay at home. Sorry about that. So you'd rather just stay at home and not like keep it up with this person. And as a matter of fact, you're really focused on kind of what you want. You're kind of neglecting them. You're like, you know what? I don't have time. You know, I'm working on the house. I have this to do, what have you. Making it seem like you're really busy. And it's also like a little bit like mean in a way. But you kind of know the writing's on the wall. So, and with the writing that's on the wall is you're refocused on a relationship that's workable. This relationship is not workable. So you're kind of coming up with some kind of plan in regards to love, something that will practically work in the love department, and you're very concentrated on finding a new love that kind of fits your criteria, which is what we talked about here with the Four of Wands showing up again, like that kind of feeling, that kind of connection. And you don't want to settle for just, you know, halfway there or whoever this person is. So you're kind of hyper focused on that moving forward. I feel like you're trying to kind of get them to go by the wayside. I feel like they might, because I don't feel that they linger without pulling those cards. Why is the Four of Acorns here in the upright as Leos move out of May and June or forward from this reading? Who is this person? What is this energy? Yeah, so you get over it with this person. I feel like this is a thing in the past. So, and you're ready to move on. So whatever this situation was, you're done with it. It had to end. There was no kind of getting around it. I feel like you put it off for a little while. That's why you were kind of here for a little while, but you were like, you know what, this has to end. I don't think it ended pleasantly, but it had to be done. And the only way that you could kind of focus on what you wanted is to kind of like send them on the wayside. Better to be alone than with the wrong person, I'm kind of getting. And you know that this isn't, with the Chariot card in reverse, this isn't the goal that you wanted, okay? So you gave up on it. What else do we have? Hermit card. All right, so with the Hermit card here in reverse, okay, Chariot card in reverse, the Hermit card in reverse, and the Page of Cups. So, okay, you gave up on this relationship, and I feel like you have this goal that you want to accomplish, what we talked about, the butterflies, the yay, the romance, love that goes on endlessly, but you're having a very hard time accomplishing that with the Chariot card. No matter how much you kind of try to make that happen, it isn't happening. And as a matter of fact, with the Hermit card reversed, you're just tired of being single. You feel like nobody wants to talk to you. You feel lonely. You feel cut off. You feel isolated. And I feel like when you're in the midst of this, is when this offer comes through. So there's somebody that's going to come through, this new love, they're a crush, they could be bearing gifts, somebody who really you have an emotional connection with, someone who enjoys life, someone who's very creative, somebody who's possibly younger than you because the pages signify youth. But you're going to get some kind of news. I mean, it could be an online communication or something like that. If you just I get the sense like you're online dating and you have a lot of poles out in the water, and even though maybe you're getting responses or what have you, it's just not the one, okay? The one that kind of lights you up or what have you. And just when you're in the grayest of grays, the lowest of lows, feeling like nobody likes me, I'm never going to find anybody, what have you, and starting to withdraw, this person pops up. Unexpectedly, too, I feel like all of a sudden, just when you're about to give up, this person comes up and is like, hey, you want to talk for a little while? You want this, you want that? And you find out you have a lot of interest in common with this person, and also an emotional connection. So this is the start. Page of Cups is not the action, it's actually the spark of something beginning. It's the news being brought to somebody, and then kind of like the cup is more like, okay, the action, like where do we go from here, where is this going? So just the fact that there's a little spark that kind of lights you up emotionally is nice to see at the end of this reading. Okay, so that's what I have for you. If it resonates, consider personal reading. Just send me an email, we can go ahead and work that out. Click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking, whether it's a crush, a current, an ex, a soon-to-be ex, and in that spread I will have if they are seeing somebody else and something you do not know about them. Check out my 2020 Sun Moon readings and my 2019s. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.